to welcome Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar to our event. We are indeed blessed by his presence and humbled by what he has done across the world. I think in coming years, it may be difficult for people to believe that one person could have made such a difference in the world. He also brings to us the amalgamation of spirituality and direct effort across the world. We've had a good association with the Art of Living organization with the blessings of Gurudev. When we had the first North American Hindu Summit, with Gurudev's blessings, Art of Living had sent to us Swami Pragyapad, who was a participant we had the great pleasure of having. He shared the vision of Art of Living and Gurudev with us, and that has helped us immensely as we have planned the Sant Sadan conference. After that, the Art of Living invited us from the temple to come and meet Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji in Chicago. We had the pleasure and the good fortune of getting the blessings of Gurudev in Chicago and discussing with him the efforts to build resources for Hinduism in North America. And therefore, we cannot think of anyone better to inaugurate and bless our Sant Sadan than this global ambassador of peace, this great guru of our traditions, Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. So, my pranam to Gurudev, and we welcome him to our event. The next, we will play a short movie about the Sant Sadan, and then we will go to Gurudev and seek his blessings for him to inaugurate the Sant Sadan and then share his words of wisdom with us. Again, thank you, and we look forward to learning from you today, Gurudev. This is the first Sant Sadan in North America, and we hope that this will start a tradition of celebrating the lives of our saints across this continent. It is an important entity for educating our children, the second, third, fourth generation Hindus of America. The Sanatan Dharma and its prime scriptures, the Vedas. Almost every mantra in the Vedas is ascribed to the rishis. These were mantras that they were able to visualize in their deep meditative states. So they were able to realize and understand the revealed knowledge through God in these deep meditative experiences. So we actually have this knowledge transmitted to us through the rishis.
So if we do not understand the saints, the rishis, the maharishis, the brahmarishis, we do not understand the faith itself. It is also really important for us to understand and realize that we have had a number of women saints, and we have 3 women saints in the Sant Sadan right now. These women saints include Brahmavadini Gargi, Brahmavadini Maitreyi, and Meerabai. We had more than 30 female saints or rishis that contributed to the Rig Veda alone. So we've had a long, eternal tradition of women saints who have educated us and taken us on the path of dharma. And it is important that our coming generations understand this and celebrate the lives of these rishis. We have to create the resources for the Sanatan Dharma, resources for Hinduism, in the context of this continent. It is very difficult for a faith to survive in a continent when you do not have the resources of that faith contextualized in the context of that continent itself. And that is what this attempt is. The Sant Sadan will educate people about the lives of the saints. It will tell them about how the scriptures and our faith has survived over so many centuries. It will also tell them about the importance of jnana and bhakti and yoga. We are going to be using the Sant Sadan to have speakers who are rishis, who are saints, who are academics, who are yogis, who will come to the Sant Sadan and give us talks and tell us about the Gyan within the Sanatan Dharma. And these talks will then be available for the entire American continent and the world on a free YouTube channel that we have created for Sant Sadan. So we will be creating resources for Hinduism in North America, in the context of North America, for the second, third, and subsequent generation of Hindus. So this is why this endeavor was undertaken. We have started out with 12 saints. This is a beginning. We hope to add many more saints and celebrate their lives in times to come. But the start, it is a good start in our opinion, and I think it will benefit the community of Hindus across North America. Sant Sadan is the spiritual and yogic part of our temple complex. This is where the spiritual, scriptural, and the yogic parts will be focused on. So this is what we have found really interests the second, third, and fourth generation Hindus. Hindus who are going to focus on the spiritual and yogic aspects of Hinduism. And it will be a part that we will bring in the second, third, and fourth generation of Hindus and make them an integral part of the Sant Sadan. So as we do programs and talks, we have input from them, because there is one of the prime purposes of the Sant Sadan and its information technology resources is to provide Hinduism in the context of North America for the second, third, and fourth generation Hindus. And this is really critical and important if the faith has to flourish in this country. So the lives of these rishis and their messages are eternal. And it really complements the meaning of our faith. Sanatan Dharma, which is Sanatan means eternal. And the message of these rishis and their lives is eternal. It is for every human kind to benefit from. And that's why we celebrate the lives of these saints. We want to welcome everyone to the Sant Sadan here at the Hindu Temple in Omaha, Nebraska.
Thank you. We have Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar ji with us. My pranam, Gurudev, and we are looking forward for your blessing and inauguration of the Sant Sadan, and we look forward to learning from you, from your words of wisdom.
Om Namah Pranavaarthaya Shuddha Jnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namo Rishibhyo Mantrakritbhyo. It gives me great pleasure to inaugurate Sant Sadan of Omaha. See, Omaha, the name of the city rhymes with Om, Omaha in Nebraska. Let me congratulate the trustees, Sanjay ji and many others who have been working to keep this wisdom alive, and so that the ancient wisdom is available to people living there in North America. You know, there has been thousands of saints in Sanatan Dharma, has immense contribution to the world civilization. It's Sanatan Dharma which said, Ano Badra Kratavo Yantu Vishwato Mukha. Like knowledge flows to us from all sides. It's Sanatan Dharma which said, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is one family. This philosophy of oneness of mankind, justice for all, equality of men and women, equality of people, all these values which America cherishes are embedded in Sanatan Dharma from long time. Now, we need to bring these values back into our society so that all type of strife and strain in the society is dissolved. People realize oneness of mankind. They are more compassionate to animals. They are friendly with each other and learn to celebrate the diversity. Diversity or something different from oneself has been the point of contention of all the conflicts in the world. Here Sanatana Dharma gives a voice to unity in diversity. And all of you who have gathered there today, you can carry home with you the wisdom of saints. I would also like to suggest, I'm sure you also have it in your mind, you can make an audio-visual presentation right there in the temple so that younger generation, when they come, like they go to museum, they press a button and they get the whole history of that particular person. Like that, we have thousands, more than 1,000 rishis and innumerable sants, saints in India. And many of them have traveled all across the globe. If you go to Peru in South America, you can find their figures of rishis. Rishis have gone there too. In the Mayan civilization, you can find there is a touch of Vedic civilization there. So you find Ganesha statues in even South America. And you find them in Russia, in North America, in Europe. Everywhere if you go deep into the archaeology and sociological studies, you will find that the whole world at one point of time had this wisdom, what we call as Sanatan or Vedic wisdom. You will be very surprised to see in Machu Picchu, when you go, there are Shivlingas and there are Havan Kundas, Homa Kunda, and the Rishi statues are also available there. So, if something has gone to Peru in South America, I don't think they would have missed North America too, because North America is a little closer than South America, right? So, California itself has been described in many of the Puranas and other places as Kapilaranya, where the Kapila Rishi did his tapas. So many saints have been there in the history, and their contribution to human existence is immense and invaluable. And these great wisdom should be made available to our younger generation through audiovisual programs. You can ask many tech people to install these, those videos wherein people can come and press a button and they can get to hear those shlokas of Adi Shankara, and then, the meaning of it. The meaning, and with meaning, the feeling gets invoked. And also, I would suggest that you can have music classes. I'm sure you will be having something for the people there. Even these music and bhajan classes would benefit the population at large. Intellectual pinnacle, emotional blossoming are both found in the words of Sant. What is the difference between Sant and a scholar? A scholar intellectually knows, but a Sant lives it. It is in his life. A scholar studies, he is brilliant in his exposition. A Sant is simple, and in the simplicity he lives. He is a role model. He or she is a role model to society. Remember, there is a saint hiding in each one of you. When you come to Sant Sadan and sit, meditate, learn about all these great men, what you will find? You will find you are also a simple, natural, beautiful human being, like nature has all brought us into the planet, as beautiful human beings, pure human beings. That purity, that sainthood is in each and every one of you. Discover your sainthood. Discover this beautiful wisdom that you have, okay? And get yourself free from stress and tension. See, today we have so much stress and tension. So words of wisdom will heal, soothe us, and uplift our spirit. So many people are getting depressed, right? With all the corona and pandemic happening. It is very important that our temples, our places of worship gives the much needed solace to people and help them to recover from the onslaught of this pandemic and socio-economic issues that the society is facing. These words of wisdom of Sant Vani is eternal. It is not only for people of India or Sri Lanka or Nepal or any one part of the world. Sant Vani has always been universal, and it is universal. So the message here you'll take home is to discover that you belong to everybody and everyone belongs to you, number one. Second is, honor the saints and their wisdom and inculcate their wisdom in your life to make your life a celebration. When your life becomes strong and celebrative, it only spreads that same fragrance in your family, in your community, and throughout. So, this is a very beautiful initiative. I think for the first time in North America, you have started highlighting the contribution of various saints. And I once again congratulate the management committee of the temple and all those stakeholders of this project, which is a very unique project. And I wish this sort of spiritual education should be conferred in all the places of worship, Sanatan Dharma and Buddhist temple, everywhere. We need to bring out all the wisdom of ancient rishis and sants. With these few words, I would once again say you can make an audiovisual thing available there, where children, like they go to museums in Washington DC or in Los Angeles, and children get all the education. So people from every community, because many Indians themselves do not know about the contribution of rishis. So it will be very timely that when you have a statue of Rishi Vasishta, then you should have Yoga Vasishta also running there. It will be very good. And similarly, there are saints from the southern part of India, like Agastya, and there has been many Siddhas. 18 Siddhas were there. You can put all the, and if you keep putting statues, I don't know how big the Sant Sadan is, it may not have enough space. But if you have an audiovisual program and list all the saints' name on the side, that would be very interesting for young people to study. And you can announce this in all the universities in Nebraska and neighboring states, so that people from the neighboring states as well can visit this unique temple and learn more about Sanatana Dharma. With these few words, once again congratulate all the stakeholders in this beautiful project. Om Shanti. Namaste.
Thank you, Gurudev.